this is my rock, but this person could also be the person throwing rocks behind your back. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video with the Tarot with Tea, and today I am giving you another tarot reading for your spiritual journey guidance. And today's topic is about those who may have felt like they've been abandoned or left alone right now. I was doing a meditation and it just kind of feels like lonely and a little dark. It's like maybe going through some things, and probably the people who you felt like would be around forever or by your side, or the person you may have thought you would be with for a long time, you're having the most tension with, or they've left, and it could be a lot going on, and it's just like, I expected certain people to be here in my life, and these are the people who aren't here, or these are the people I have the most problems with, and you feel pretty left alone and just left to fight by yourself. So you feel like you've been abandoned right now. So yeah, we're gonna dig straight in. I already shuffled the cards, so let's just start. All right, so overall energy is the Knight of Coins. All right, we got the Page of Swords in reverse. Three of Cups. The Magician in reverse. The Seven of Wands. The Two of Swords. The Queen of Cups. Okay, I like this because I wasn't expecting like the cards to play out like this. Much more positive cards. So with this Page of Swords in reverse, it's telling me it's definitely mental blockages, and you have the Magician in reverse, so you have what you need to keep going. It's just like that mental blockage where you have to kind of face the reality of the situation and keep going. But let's just start to unwrap it all. So Page of Swords in reverse. So we have the Justice card. Okay, this is Libra energy, and so sometimes we don't know all the facts. Sometimes we are blinded, and the universe is trying to protect you, your ancestors, your guides, you know, whoever is out there is trying to protect you. So you could have your lover who you're like, this is who I want by my side. It could be a best friend. This could be a family member, whoever. And you're like, this is the person, you know, who, this is my rock. But this person could also be the person throwing rocks behind your back. So you could be wanting this person to hold you down and be next to you and probably bask in all the great things in your life. But you don't realize that this person could also be the one holding you back or not wanting to see you do well. So to see the Justice card come in, it's coming in for a reason. So people have to be moved out of your life. Things have to change. Issues have to come up because there are just some people in your life who don't need to be there. And it hurts because you never really suspect certain people. And I've gone through this with several people in my life where you're just like, you have to face the facts that certain people aren't happy for you. Certain people who you just would love to keep around just have to go, and you never know it's coming, and it just blinds you, but it has to happen. And looking back, I couldn't even imagine having those people in my life at this point. So it's always for your greater good, but sometimes you don't realize that those are the people that need to go. The people who you are just fighting the hardest. So this card is here for a reason, okay? right, we got the Five of Cups in reverse. As you continue to evolve in life, I feel like the circle of people who you keep around should change. And I was actually just talking to my therapist about this at our last session. Like, I'm someone who always changes my circle of friends. I've learned that women tend to be more catty about it than males are. Women tend to take it way more personal than males do. I feel like if we went to school together, you are my school friend, and when we leave school, we probably won't hang out as much. I will more than likely tend to disconnect from you because, you know, our connection with school, we're not in school anymore. It just happens. Where some women tend to take it much more personal, like, oh my God, Tiana's such a bitch. And it's just like, no, you're probably going to be swapped out with people who I'm now working with or something. So that's me. I believe your circle of friends changes, where some people look at it like, oh, you can't keep friends or something. But it's like, no, you should be able to keep like childhood friends or lifelong friends. I think that is something that shows you are capable of maintaining those connections. But I think it's nothing wrong with revolving friendships. Also, over time, you tend to evolve, and especially if you're on a spiritual journey, you're going to change a lot. You're going to switch over from different beliefs and how you move through life and how you view things. So you may have been around certain people who did certain things at a certain point, and now you might be seeing that you're into people who at one point you may have not been so interested in, and you might start to see you have more of a connection with those people. So it's not like you're not as alone as you think you are. So pay attention to those people who are trying to be around. Pay attention to those people who are reaching out and saying, hey, you want to hang out? Hey, you want to go grab something to eat? Hey, you want to do these things? Because I feel like there are people around you. It's just not, these were just not the people who were your first pick before, but you may start to see yourself trying to change who you're around more because you are changing and evolving. So will your friend circle, so will the people you date. Three of Cups. The Judgment in reverse. And the Hermit, Virgo energy. Okay, so this kind of ties into what I was just talking about. The way you view these people from before. There's people around you who are trying to get to know you. And I think the more you get to know them, you will see that you have more similarities than differences. But I don't think you actually took a lot of time to realize that because these were not your first pick people. You might only know these people on a surface level, but once you really dig down, you might be like, wow, these are the qualities that I like in people. We actually are pretty similar. I would like to be around these people. And with this Judgment card in reverse, you will start to see probably the ways that the people in the past may have tried to, I'm not going to say shame you for, but like the things that they didn't care for you to do or the things that they didn't like that you did, this person may accept. So you'll be able to be more of yourself, be more free-spirited. So definitely be more comfortable around these people. But give it a chance and learn to open up more around these people and just notice the difference. And know that you're not alone. You haven't been abandoned. It's just not the people who you're used to. The Magician in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. I always think it's so funny seeing the Queen of Swords in reverse because I am an Aquarius. But Two of Cups in reverse. Be mindful of how you speak and how you deal with your new friendships. or relationships, whatever type of partnership it is. When I refer to the word relationship, don't just think romantic, because even like platonic friendships is a type of relationship. So when I say relationship, just know that I'm referring to any type of relationship. Be mindful. You may have, there's a reason these other relationships ended. I want you to remember this. There's things that you probably may have not noticed that over time you may start to realize, like, well, yeah, that wasn't a good friend. Well, yeah, that wasn't a good partner, XYZ. So there's a reason those things ended. You do not want to take those same habits and bring them into your new relationships, okay? So be very mindful of the way you move into them. You're not trying to mold your new friendships into the old ones, because those weren't good. So be careful of the things that you say and do. And if someone's being expressive and they're telling you like, hey, I don't like that, or this is uncomfortable, be mindful of that and say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm just used to that, but I understand, because I feel like you may have picked up some bad traits and habits from those previous people. And you may not even realize it, just things that we tend to think may be normal because you get wrapped up in it so long and it's not. Like, for example, some people can be very obsessive. And so in relationships, people might think it's normal to always have tabs on you or know where you're going. Even in friendships, you know, friends might always want to know where you're at and where you're going. And you might try that in a new relationship with someone else, and they might be like, can you get out of my business? Like, whoa. So, like, be mindful of the things that may be unhealthy to other people. It may have been very normal in your last relationship with other people, but when you get in a more healthier friendship relationship, it might be frowned upon. So be careful of that, because that may come up, and that is a great thing, because they're trying to help you and say, hey, I'm not comfortable with that. I don't think that's something. So be mindful, okay? All right, 7 of Wands. Okay, we got the Star card in reverse. That's interesting, because I took some notes during my meditation here. And I was picking up something about kind of like healing. The Star card does kind of represent a little bit of healing, Aquarius energy. So interesting. The Knight of Wands. Okay. So it's finding those who want to be around you is important, but you have to also be yourself. So if you're trying to impress people, or if you're trying to fit in, you're never going to find those people because you're not being yourself, right? So the Star card really represents who you are when it's just yourself. So to have it in reverse means we kind of have to do a little bit of soul searching to get to where we are. And to me, that's exactly what a spiritual journey is, right? Getting down to who you are. And it's referred to as kind of like finding your soul tribe in a way. Those people who are meant to help and guide you on your soul tribe. So that could just be other people on their spiritual journey, your friends who are helping guide you, someone who you watch on YouTube who might offer guidance, your tarot reader, your mentor, you know, whoever it may be. Those are people who are considered a part of your soul tribe. So finding those who will help you on your journey. But in order to find those people, you have to be yourself. So that is why it's important to stop trying to be someone else or try to please other people. And I also said, like, I feel like the people who we had to get rid of for you were trying to diminish some of those traits of who you were and try to kind of dim your light a little bit. So it was kind of like, we gotta get rid of those people because we can't see who you really are, and that wasn't a good thing. So we had to shift them people to the side. Okay, so now that they're gone, you're able to do those things, and other people can come and find you who need to find you, so you can be around each other and uplift each other to be who you are and be comfortable with each other. Okay, Two of Swords, the Devil in reverse. I love to see it. Capricorn energy. But what's on the other side? Ace of Swords in reverse. This is different. Okay, this is different for me. I don't like to mend broken things. So, to me, when it's broken, it's broken. I'm not one to try to fix relationships, friendships. When I'm through with you, I'm through with you. It's in the trash, it's gone. I'm not going back there. But some people have a tendency to want to fix it. And I see here, that's what we have. Some of you want to go back. Some of you are saying, shit, maybe I should see. Maybe I need to reach out to this person. Yikes. All right, so Two of Swords here. So you either have the Devil in reverse, which means you got some clarity. You broke free. You're no longer tied to the situation. It's no longer holding you back. Great. Or Ace of Swords in reverse. We have a lot of confusion. We're not sure which way to go. Not really the good side to choose. So some of you are trying to find a reason as to why the situation didn't work. You're trying to find a reason to fix it. Trying to find fault in yourself as to why this didn't work. Let me tell you something. This situation will happen over and over and over and over again until it becomes so apparent to you. Yo, it wasn't you. It was this person. Let them go. Like, they will fucking burn your house down and shoot you in the foot, and you will still be like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Like, no, it's not you. It's not you. It's them. Like, it's just these things that you have to just accept, and you have to let this person go. So you can go back down this road with this person. I've done, like, you will go through cycles with people, and people will find their way, and years will go by, like years. I'm like 3, 4, 5 years will go by, and they will still try to come back and see and test you and say like, okay, will so-and-so let me back in? And it's up to you to say, maybe it was me. Maybe that was just a cloudy situation. Maybe I should let this person back in. I do feel kind of lonely. I do miss this person. Maybe I should let them back in. Or it's up for you to say, no, I wasn't able to be myself around this person. I think I should move on and find other people. So, it's up to you. Do you want to stay in a cycle or do you not? Like, it's up to you. It's your journey. Tarot readings do not tell you what to do. It's a guide. This is not your Bible. You do not have to swear by this. This is not you must do. It's only a guide. I can only tell you what your options are. You can go back and try to rekindle something with someone, or you can move forward and stay broken from the chains of this. Those are your two options. So it's up to you. Queen of Cups. The Fountain in reverse. Give me a second because this is the card that represents this deck, and I actually don't know the meaning of it. So give me a second. Geesh. If it was a card to represent anything, it would be this one. So you have the Fountain, but it's in reverse. So I'm going to read you straight from what the book says. So in reverse, it means identification with a role or personality, fear of being alone, mind obsessed, separation from source, resistance to or denial of reality. So really what I'm taking is that the fear of being alone. So we did talk about that you guys are in this feeling of being abandoned right now. And then what's this one? The 9 of Cups in reverse. Some of you may feel like you just would be happier if there was someone else around. You want to be careful of how you feel that gap. I feel like it's always good to kind of feel it with yourself first and then invite others. So be mindful of that before you go feeling it with somebody from the past. I feel like you guys do have people around you already who are already there, and to allow them to continue to stick around you and to give them a chance and be mindful that they may have a lot more in common than you think. That's my biggest advice to you guys, okay? So let's pull some oracles real quick. And also, this can be in relation to, like I said, friendships, family members, relationships. I posted a video yesterday about a new lover coming in for some of you all. You're at a point where you have to go through some healing, or you might be in the process of healing. So not too far off from this reading too. You may feel very lonely and abandoned right now. So some of you may be having a lover enter, and this person might already be in your life. And I was kind of saying that in the last video too. There's somebody who could be on their way or could already be there. So this might not, like, this could also be in relation to that as well. Okay, so all right, it says communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Okay, so I think the more you get to know this person, the more you talk, spend time, get below surface level. Like, actually have a conversation. Like, know their background. Where did they grow up? Like, what is their relationship with their mom, their dad? Like, you might find out, you know, some things about them that you might have in common. Get to the roots of it, you know, find out about their past relationships and stuff. Have some serious conversations where you can say, yeah, that's my friend. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Absolutely. Those people from the past have got to go. They are holding you back. They're just not letting you shine. That's all. They might not be the worst person in the world. You might not even know about the things about them. I know personally from the past, there were people who I had in my life who I always thought would be around. Always thought that I shared everything with, who I was extremely close with. And when everything was unraveling in front of my face, I didn't believe it. It was like clear as day, and I was just like, And the more and more I just didn't want to believe it, the more and more the universe kept throwing shit in my face. And then the more I told people, they were just like, damn, that person is fucked up. That person is fucked up. Damn, that person is fucked up. And that's why I say, like, now when I look at the situation today, like, if that person ever said something to me today, I don't know what I would do. Because I'm like, yeah, like, you were a really fucked up person. Like, but at the time, like, I would have went to bat for this person. I would have even, like, you know, I didn't even want to believe everything that was, like, still being presented in front of my face. But I understand that it's so hard when you're in a situation. I've been there. I get it. And these situations suck. And it's like, but the person who I want to go through this with is the person I'm dealing with. Like, it's hard. I understand it. I've been there. And it's happened more than just once. But you have to understand that this person has to go. I've also been in situations where it's like, damn, like, why didn't me and this friendship work out? Why didn't me and this partner work out? But then when you sit back and you really think about it, like, yeah, I guess that comment, those comments they used to make, it kind of does make sense. They were kind of jealous. Like, they would make little side remarks, little jealousy things. Like, you can't be friends with someone who's jealous of you. You can't date someone who's jealous of you. Like, those things just don't coincide with each other. So, as much as it hurts, as much as you had a vision of someone being around, as much as you just want to take the blame for it and want to give someone the benefit of the doubt, you can't. Sometimes you just have to face reality, and I get it. It sucks, and sometimes it takes a lot of time. But I think the biggest thing that I want you all to understand is that you're not alone. There are people already in your life. They have already been here that are here to support you right now. Like, you don't have to find a replacement. Like, they're already there. Everything happens for a reason. And the universe has already supplied you with the people to support you during these tough times. I had them when I went through my tough times, to people to support me. So I wasn't just sitting in a corner crying when I had to go through my separations, and you have your people too. So that is the beautiful thing about the situation, because the biggest thing that stood out to me when I did your meditation was that you felt left and abandoned. You are not left and abandoned at all. Okay. So it's just time to release the negativity, and accept the situation for what it is, and let those mental blockages go. Justice came to your rescue because you were owed it. And it says this energy is gaining momentum. What was the card? The Magician in reverse that you had. Yeah, and I feel like as you start to feel this hermit energy a little more, and you start to really reflect on the situation, you'll start to feel that. And like I said, that's how it was for me. The more and more I tell people about the situation, and at first I was trying to protect the person, and I wasn't telling people. They was like, well, what happened? Like, and I was like, no, just out of respect to the person, I'm not going to say. And I was protecting the person. I wasn't saying nothing. And then over time, I just started to kind of say it. And people was like, whoa, damn. And then the more I started to feel like things weren't my fault, the more I started to feel like you did what you were supposed to do, the more I felt like stop taking the blame for it. The more I felt like you didn't do anything wrong. It was them. They're the blame. They're the shitty person. It was all on them. It all falls on them. Everyone can see. And no matter how many times they told people the things, like all these negative things about me, people spoke on my character without me even being in the room. They would just be like, well, that don't sound like Tiana. I don't believe that. People vouch for me without even hearing my side of the story. Like, my light just shone for who I was. The more relief I felt. So it did. It gave me that momentum to move the fuck on and not care. But it took a lot of time. It definitely took a lot of time. It probably took a few months. And the person who was there for me and who was my rock had already been in my life. But I didn't realize how much that person would have meant to me at that time. I really truly didn't. Like, they had already been there, but I didn't know. But even that person tell you, like, they didn't even know for a long time all the details of it until months and months later, because I still try to protect the person. But now if they even ask me about the person, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. But it takes time, and I understand, and it's a tough situation. It happens, and it sucks that it has to happen, but I wouldn't have wanted it any other way today. I wouldn't have wanted that person around me for no amount of money. So they had to go, and they could never come back. Okay. All right, I'm going to pick my last card for you guys. So your card is Direction Guardian. It says choose your path. All right, so the message. It says, connect with your deepest desires, then choose the path that makes your heart and soul sing. So for your extended message, your path isn't set in stone and your angels and guides have no exceptions for you, nor should you have any for yourself. There are many directions you can take. None of them are wrong, as they all hold perfect opportunities to grow and to learn. But life is to be enjoyed and savored. So if you know that there's a decision to be made, and particularly if you are feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up, and choose with your heart. So sometimes we know deep down that it's time to let someone go, but we might be scared. Sometimes we know not to turn back. Sometimes we know to let it go, but we feel those feelings of being lonely, so we try to fill them up. Let it be. Okay, just let it be. It's okay. Like I said, what's for you will never pass you. If that person was meant to be in your life, they would be. So let it go. It's okay. Like I said, when I went through this, I just felt like shit for a while. But looking back at it, I don't even look back at it. So I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry that you feel this way. This too shall pass. If you would love a personal reading, I would love to give you one. Just to offer you some insight on how to maybe heal and how to move forward, and some just specific guidance for yourself. All the information is right down below in the bio if you want that. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe, and until next time guys, bye.